Control the phone too?
No.
Yeah, control everything.
So you want to speak? Because you ain't no black one.
Huh?
We gon' this bitch want to control the front too.
No, I want the black. I want a black casket. I want to wear pink.
Okay.
I want to wear pink, and I want the shit on top. I want it to be pink.
Oh, your flowers.
As far as y'all, I want y'all to wear black with the pink trimmings.
Yeah, like a big pink bowls
And
and
I
all
want
that
y'all to
stuff.
really be glam.
Pink gloves all the way up
Yes,
here. Oh, so
yes.
you want Met Gala pink and black?
That would be nice.
No, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Yeah, I want y'all to
you know
stand
we
up
talk about this, but that's just something that you have
To do, yeah.
I just
Yeah,
feel
I'm
they
gonna
don't
put it in
never
the book.
get to that point.
It is so sad to say it's gonna get to that point, but I want y'all to come around with Dee Dee to go over the book. I want glam to be glam. I want y'all own little truck or whatever.
Dressed in
I want it to be I want y'all with the gloves, short gloves, long gloves.
Yeah, baby.
I want y'all to wear pants sets or dresses.
One thing, the only thing in life is promise is death. In these last 10 years, I lost so many people. So many people that this was triggering to me. Just seeing her in the hospital like that, planning it out, that's the only different thing. It just makes you, like when you the relative, right? You the son, you the daughter, you the niece, and you there with that person, and you praying and praying and praying, right? You like, God, I don't ask for much, but I ask for this. But ultimately, you lose that relative. You deal with the pain. A lot of times, we just get a phone call, that person is already gone. Or that person is, in the hospital and it's not looking good for them. So, we rush to the hospital and be by their side. And it's like, it's not this. Where you get to plan it out, and everybody seems at this moment, they going back and forth, she's okay with the fact that, there's nothing they could do. So she's planning her own funeral. And the way she is, regardless, it would still hurt. Like, just sitting there in that conversation, I don't know if I could do that as a grown up. I can't. I can't listen to somebody I love, a loved one, just like, all right, do this, do that. Like, I be fighting back tears. And I don't know if there's one thing, like, as you get older, you start to really think about it. Like, one day, I'm gonna be that person looking up at the hospital ceiling on the bed and hearing all the family members around in the background, the kids playing and people talking, people crying, and just listening to all that. Just listening and accepting the fact that you are transitioning. It just make you think, like, what's really on the other side, right? You start thinking about religion. You start calling on God. Certain situations can make you turn your back on God. You could be one of those people who did everything God said, or what you interpreted that he said, whatever, but you did it. You was at the mosque on Jumu'ah Friday. You was on Shabbat service at the synagogue. You was at church on Sunday. You sat with your legs crossed talking to Buddha. Whatever it is you did, when you ain't get an answer. You didn't get an answer, or wasn't the answer that you wanted. And the people, the representatives of God, oh, God don't make no mistakes. They got an excuse for God. Because obviously he's talking through them. So either way it go, give God the glory, right? And it can make people walk away or turn away. I've been in a situation not where the person had the plan, was able to plan a funeral, but it was like, it was too late. It was a matter of taking them off life support. Too many times I've been in this position. And to be quite frank, I was that person who for a second, I was like Job, asking God, I didn't cut my beard. I don't eat pork. I keep the Pashat in the Shabbat. I fast on Yom Kippurim. I don't drink. I don't do no drugs. Just help my mother out. Or help my daughter keep her mom. And so on and so on. And you get no answer. And then all the churchy people, they got they built-in responses. And what I learned is that, yeah, he's there. But life and just how the universe works is unfairly fair. And it may hurt, but this is just a part of life. In that, you start watching videos, right? And you want to know, it's people who died and came back, right? And they went and they saw God. He was talking with the thunder and the lightning voice. And you're not ready yet. And he sent you back. Or the videos where people talk about they went to hell and came back. They changed their life. So it's like, well, what if that's not your belief system, right? Do you accept that? You just gathering information because you want to know where the people you loved at. Or you dream, right? And they come to you in a dream. And like you talk to them without talking. And they let you know they all right. You know what I mean? They look at you and like you process all this and you understand. It's like some mental telepathy thing. Like you understand everything and it's like you get a sense of comfort. Like they okay. They walking a dream. They just walking down the street and they walk by you and smile. Anything. So many people. And at some point, we gonna be one of those people. I'm going to be that person. That got to transition. Is it like what they say? You get to the other side and you meet a relative, a mom, a dad, that make you feel better, and you just got this sense of comfort. Like you just understand everything. And you're not hurting because you left your kids behind. Are they with us every day? Or if we don't let them go, like, do we like stop them from completely transitioning? I remember when I had a little brother. His name was Sam. Rest in peace. He died when I was 3. That was like the first death, right? And back then, all the cousins, we grew up together. It was like 1,000 of us over grandma's house upstairs. And we was 3 years apart. I still remember my brother's funeral. I remember all right, you know how the church aisles is, like looking up the aisle in like the bassinet thing. And my brother was in it. And he wasn't 3, excuse me. We 3 years apart. I remember that. Walking up to that and being scared. Years later, I used to have dreams of my brother. And it was crazy. I used to hear 1,000 little voices and all that being chased through the house. And the funny thing about the point of view is I was the one chasing myself, and I would have these dreams every night, and I would get up and I run. The funny thing, it wasn't a dream because I would actually run downstairs to my grandmother's room. My grandmother used to say, that's the devil in you. She might have been right. Then there's people who can see things, who have gifts, who see people who transition. And I believe it's true because I've been around somebody who described my mom to a T that never met my mom. Down to the haircut, short hair, because she used to have hair down her back, but you know, she had cut her hair short, had an earring on her nose. Sweetest person in the world. I tell you one thing about the things I hate about myself is the stuff that made my mom so great, because she was such a nice person. So nice. I hate that about myself. That's neither here nor there. But I said all that, it just make we want to know. Where did people we love go? Is it really God? Do he really listen? And I just came up with the conclusion that God is unfairly fair. And what I mean by unfairly, meaning that the things that we hurt and all that, and the pain that we feel is just a part of life. The joy that we feel is a part of life. All the different feelings we have that make us humans is a part of life, the good and the bad. And we just got to accept it. Like, this is the experience. It's like love and hate. They the same thing to a certain degree. It's like hot and cold water. There's an energy about us. You know, like, it's like that energy, right? They say it don't die, change forms, right? And I think that's true. Because I'm pretty sure everybody have an experience of a loved one, seeing them, sitting on the bed beside them, coming to them in a dream, communicating without words that they're okay. We are a part of this thing we call the universe, right? And it still got scientists boggled. They just sitting there with their colliders trying to create atoms, trying to figure out, you know, everything. Protons, neurons, and negative and positive energy. Just trying to figure out life, right? Consciousness, right? You know, they only can speak from the elements. And everything that's in us is in outer space. Like, if you believe in the Big Bang Theory, whatever, it's all inside of us. Everything. So do we leave and become that? Hold on. I saw this video, right? I gotta pull it up now. I gotta pull this video up because I think it's real relevant to this discussion.
One of my favorite stories is in a mother's womb where two babies, and one turns to the other and says, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replies, "But of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" "I don't know," said the second, "but there'll be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses we can't understand now." First goes, "That's ridiculous. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, that's absurd. The umbilical cord is what scientifically supplies nutrition and all that we need, but it's far too short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded." And the second says, "What if it's just different than it is here? Maybe we don't need that physical cord anymore." The first goes, "Okay, if there were life after delivery, then tell me, why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere." And the second says, "But certainly we'll meet Mother, and she'll take care of us." The first goes, "Mother? You actually believe in Mother? If Mother exists, where is she now?" And the second goes, "She's all around us. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist." And the first says, I don't see her. It's only logical that she's not here. To which the second replied, sometimes, when you're in silence and you really listen, you can perceive her presence. You can hear her love.
Wow. So he basically talking about basically having the same conversation that I was having. You know what I mean? About just not knowing what's next. And for that woman, for us, just being ignorant of what's next, and all we do is talk about it, right? And then there's the skeptics that says there isn't a God, there isn't a place after this that we go. You know, we want to be 1+1 = 2 with everything, and but we only can see what's around us, right? So, in all fairness, I get it, but I think to a certain degree, that analogy he gave of the two babies in the womb, and the one thinking that life is being connected to the umbilical cord, and life is never being able to walk. Life is this darkness and everything around us, and then the other baby believing in mother, life after delivery, because in their mind, in their world, life is only life they know is inside their belly. What if that's what it is for us? Then that would make sense of, us being able to hear, or see, excuse me, not hear, but feel like we getting visited by people that we lost or we think we lost. What if we are, to a certain degree, the twins inside the belly, and not understanding that we are in the belly developing to be born into a world that we don't even know exists yet. And this is all we could grasp, is the reality around us. So maybe we don't lose these people. Maybe they're still here. I thought that was dope. I thought that was probably one of the best analogies, especially to the conversation we having. But rest in peace to that lady, man. Because I know I was a little all over the place with this. And my initial reaction to the video kind of had me teary-eyed. It really did. We don't know if it's life after death. We don't know that when we die, we just appear somewhere else and it's like we feeling great and, wait till the others get here. Because a lot of times, like, the life that we live in here could be hell for the majority of us, right? The pain we feel, all the different heartache, the joy we feel, the struggles, the triumphs. It's a lot. Raising our family. Sometimes a lot of us just focus solely on the afterlife and don't focus on the life here. I don't think nobody's wrong for making a choice to focus on the life here or the life after this. But I do think it's a balance. I hope that we all get to see our loved ones again. I hope that when that lady transitioned, that she got everything that she asked for. I hope they dotted every I and crossed every T. I hope that it wasn't painful. I hope that her loved ones find comfort. I hope that all of our loved ones found comfort in what we don't know as what's next. Rest in peace to all the fallen, all the people we lost. I hope we all heal and find joy in all the positive memories of those people. We love them forever. Thanks for watching.